of that is awesome. Okay, that is just
Will you explain that I was having a bad hair day? So we just tried to distract you from it.
All right, Wednesday Wrap Up, 10:23, and marker.
Hey, I'm Rebecca Gordon.
And I'm Rebecca Gordon.
And on this edition of the Weekly Wednesday Wrap Up, we're going to talk about the Medicare Finder button and a bunch of other odds and ends, so stay tuned. Okay, so a lot of you might be wondering, Sylvia's new cool look, she was actually at the French couture show in Paris, and this evidently is the new look. So
What they're rocking, people.
it's what they're rocking. Actually, she was struggling with a hair day. So
we tried to distract you from a bad hair with even worse hair.
This is another option.
Okay, so one of the things I want to start off with is the United Healthcare's Revel opportunity for agents to make an extra $50 fee on every Med Advantage plan, not just DSNP as when they started off. They're not calling it a health risk assessment anymore. They're calling it a health assessment. So if you see if you see HA, we're talking about the ability for you to sit with your client, get them to log into the computer and answer some health questions, and you will get an extra $50.
$50.
Now, nobody's paying attention to that because less than 10% of our agents have actually done the certification, have logged into the portal to be able to do the Revel module, and it is AEP time. People, don't let that money go away.
Oh my gosh.
It's on the table.
Should we do some math?
Don't even do math.
All right, we're not even going to do the math.
I'm just saying you're crazy to walk away from that.
Don't walk away. I want to talk about, we had a situation last week where an agent was arguing that Part B.
Hey!
Oh my God, you're back! Yay!
I'm putting these back on.
Very cool. Would be credible coverage, that the VA would be credible coverage.
For Part B.
For Part B as in boy.
So the agent was adamant.
And that's not true.
And we're like, no, it's not. And they're like, no, you need to go check. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, this is all I do. I live, sleep, and breathe Medicare all day long. Since 2002.
I love Medicare.
So, of course, I went and checked it, because whatever, losing my mind.
Something could have changed.
And it's not changed. The VA is not credible coverage for Part B.
But it is for Part
D.
Ding,
So
ding,
that's
ding.
where the agent was getting confused, and that's why we appreciate those of you that are watching
Right.
our video and are getting a little bit every week. It's hard to keep this stuff in your head, so thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peace out. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about is Part D, chargebacks.
Ugh.
So, if you write somebody for a October, November, or December 1st effective date, so right now, the end of 2019, and then they change plans for 2020, you don't get a chargeback. You don't get that 90-day chargeback, which is good. But there's a lot of other things that you won't get a chargeback for because CMS deems that they're not in the best interest of Medicare. So, for example, if somebody's going into a nursing home, an institution, if somebody, a dual eligible, is moving from an MA to an MMP, if they become LIS eligible,
They will not get the chargeback.
The agent does not get the chargeback. Plan terminations, non-renewals, CMS sanctions against a plan. Gaining or dropping employer or union-sponsored coverage. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff. Death. I mean, we're dealing with older people. That does happen, right? And so agents should not be getting a
Right.
chargeback for
If that
these
happens.
other things. If you would like that list, ask us in the comments. We'll be happy to give that to you.
Another thing that we have available to you is our Medicare Finder cheat sheet. It's a fantastic piece that Sylvia put together. Step by step by step, it could not get easier if we tried. And if this is something you'd like to get, put it in the comments and we'd be happy to send it your way.
Something nice that Humana is leading the way on is that they are allowing your clients to have their prescription history uploaded into the Medicare Blue button, the My Medicare. So one thing the agents are not doing a good job on is we're not getting our members signed up for the My Humana app so they can go in there and get those Humana 360 benefits.
Right.
And it's not too late for your 2019 clients. Just go in there and claim those benefits. But remember, once you set up the account and they start going in, get their physical, get their colonoscopy, get their mammogram, it takes a while before it will load in there, and then you can go in and help them download those gift cards to
We should do another
Walmart.
show on that. Just
right.
as we
The
get
year's
going
not
on.
over.
Yeah.
It's not gone yet, but this is a great thing that Humana's leading the way on, and I assume that all the carriers by this time next year will have the ability for all their prescriptions to go straight up into the blue button.
Well, I'm glad you just asked that because when we look at Allwell,
Bling, bling, bling.
sweet. So Allwell has a blue button
App.
thingy also. So with them, they just kicked this incentive off yesterday. And basically, for all your clients, you can get a $30. Thank you, baby. Go, girl. Go, girl. For using the blue button, an extra $30 administrative fee.
On top of the $50.
On top of the they call it value-based
they call it
enrollment.
They call it VBE.
VBA. So it's $80 for getting the drugs uploaded as well as connecting
So
them with
y'all
all
just don't
other
want
health.
money. If you're not going ahead and doing these things, you don't care about money.
What is going on?
Okay, when United American, which basically is one of my favorite companies of all time because they pay lifetime level commissions on Medicare supplements.
That's nice.
And if that's not sweet, again, you don't like money. So they are changing a lot of their rules effective October 1st. And one is you ain't never going to replace United American app. Because if you went into the house and you wrote United American, you wrote them on a high deductible plan F. And I go back into the house and I write them on a plan F, I'm not getting paid.
Original agent.
Only the original agent is getting paid. Okay? So you might want to think about that before you try to replace one because
Right.
you won't get paid. Now, a lot of carriers have similar rules. Most of them aren't that strong, but they're similar. Like you only, for a replacement, you might get 50%. Or if you replace your own policy, you might only get 75% or 90% or 50%. So we have a cheat sheet on that also, trying to, make this easier for you. And it's called Don't Work for Free. And I'm going to go into, in the next episode, I'm going to go into a little bit more of that too, because guaranteed issue MedSup is an area where agents aren't aware. They don't get paid on a lot of guaranteed issue business.
Then it's too late.
And Anthem is amazing because Anthem pays full commission on all guaranteed issue. And I think they're the only one. I think they might be the only one. So as we go in further into AEP with Medicare Advantage, and you have some plans, I don't know many that are pulled out yet, but we'll get plans that do the service area reduction. They're out. And everybody's got to move, and they're all guaranteed issue in the MedSup market. Be careful, because that guaranteed issue will catch you. I remember Mark H. called one year. He's like, "Yeah, I wrote like 50 already, blah, blah." And I was like, "Oh, holy God of mercy. Do you know you're not getting paid?" He's like, "What?" Nobody consults their commission statement for all this. Why don't you talk a little bit about non-commissionable plans?
Why don't I?
You love when I throw you that?
Yeah.
So remember I said,
We rehearsed
especially on the
this
D-SNP,
stuff.
especially on the D-SNP. Remember when I said?
we did this like 3 weeks ago.
I know, but remind people because they don't.
What
check.
is this?
This is me telling you.
What is this?
Check.
This is like her duck.
Check.
There are some plans that are non-commissionable. We see this in the D-SNP market.
See, she knows it. She knows it.
I've not seen anything like that with Anthem.
No.
So
What I'm saying is people don't check their commission statements.
you have to go onto the website. They list the carrier. They list their products and which are and are not commissionable. You got to check it.
And
They're
it
not
changes.
publicizing anything.
It changes all the
It
time.
can change every day.
Right. So you sold a bunch of it last month, and they're like, effective November 1st, these 3 plan numbers are non-commissionable. So it's the same thing with the guaranteed issue business. Before you write a bunch of guaranteed issue business, check. Or if you work with Gordon Marketing, go into the comments and ask us for our cheat sheet that we've made to help our agents and our agents only. And if you want to be one of our agents, ask us how. You only have to sell one product with us to be one of our agents.
And then you're in the family.
Then you can have all of our stuff that we're making.
You could be on the show.
Yes, you could. So that's all I have.
That's all I have.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Okay, we have a special guest that's in the office today. The president of the largest marketing company in the country, AmeriLife Marketing. We have, ta-da, Mark Graham,
Hello, how are you doing?
in charge of AmeriLife Marketing Group. And Mark, why did you come here?
Number one, I wanted to come and say thank you very much for 15 years of good partnership. We've been working with Gordon Marketing for 15
Psych.
years. Let me hanging.
So one of the things I don't think agents realize is that there's not that many FMOs in the nation, and that most of us are really good friends. That we work together, we fight, we compete against each other, but at the end of the day, we are friends and compatriots. And a lot of times we have contracts with each other, and we're really, have a deeper relationship than maybe the agents even know. Mark did come up to Indiana today to bring Rebecca and I a present.
I've been watching you on a lot of your different videos, and I figured this was a perfect gift for you. And in turn,
So he
I got a
gave
gift
me-
as well.
He gave me a Hooters hat. Now, I don't think you have to know me very long to know that I can't possibly ever touch this to my head. So I gave him the Ask Me About My Feminist Agenda shirt. Can you zoom in on this shirt? I'd like a still of Mark Graham with this shirt. I don't know if he's still going to have a job when he gets back to Marilife. If they see this. But this is a true partnership. Psych, can't lose
Again?
yourself on that again. Hey, thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.